So, in a world where getting and keeping attention is so much harder, I think that the best speakers will come to an event to give a presentation without enough content for every moment of that speech, of that presentation. Now, that might sound odd, but bear with. I'm thinking they maybe have, say, 50% of their speech ready, 20% to use, 30% in their back pocket in case they've got an audience that's full of, excessively shy people, maybe a lot of introverts. But the idea is that they know that 50 to 80% of their content should be generated by engagement with the audience. Now, I'm not sure about the maths exactly, but hopefully you get my point. I like to think of it as being a little bit like a comedian because obviously, as you know, great stand-ups, they prepare a lot of their act, but much of our delight in them will come from their interaction with the audience and the hecklers and everybody there. And a lot of it is going to be off the top of the head, based on what their audience says to them and what it does, how it communicates with this comedian. Then it makes the performance a two-way conversation, and the audience is really going to buy into them a lot more because their voice is being heard as well, the voice of the audience. So everybody there then feels more included. It makes whatever they hear more relevant to them. That's how you think about it. If you're a speaker at an event, you're just going to get your content feeling so much more relevant to your audience if you include them as much as possible. Now, in real life, for example, if you've done any work into active listening and relationships, you'll know that this really does work. Because if we just talk at somebody, they are going to be less engaged with us. And when I talk to my teenagers, if you ask them questions and they have to think about answering you back and talking to you back, not answering you back rudely, but then they are more engaged rather than if I just lecture them. So if you have a conversation with somebody where you are allowing them to speak and feel listened to and included, then your relationship with them is going to be so much stronger and you're going to get so much more buy-in from them for whatever it is that you want to do. So think of a presentation like that. Think of it as it's not going to just present at everybody. I'm going to include them too. And that really will make a really big difference to the performance that you give and the experience that they have.